I don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty close.
Don't talk shit about them.
I mean, when we see Jazz on BB37, like that's gonna be real.
Well, I mean,
Against Molly.
Dick and his, I was about to say his wife, his daughter, they at least made it to the finals too.
Yeah, Suri and Jared made it to the final 11 though, and you got to give them props.
Hey.
Twice.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Yeah, you're gonna love your Christmas gift. I'm sending him out in a couple days.
Wait, let me not. I take back everything. I've been a fan of the show forever, before your season. Let me not say anything mean about anyone. I also applied to be on it once.
Nah, say it. It's okay.
America's so chaotic.
I'm telling you, you get on, even if you say mean things about past house. But I did have to go on an apology tour after the show. So maybe I don't recommend it.
I heard it was a short tour, though. You got to choose your stops.
Yeah, I mean, we went all along. What do you mean? I don't know. Like,
That you like
a couple people.
Not everyone needed it. Not everyone deserved an apology.
Who?
Not everyone.
Oh, I mean, I think
Mel
so.
Fields,
Now that I played the game, I have a whole new perspective. But yeah, I came out and I was like, Turner, I'm so sorry.
If there's one thing America has learned, it's the importance of words
Corey's like,
and the impact those words can have, and how sometimes saying less is the most you can say.
What was I did watch one where Corey looked like he was about to either vomit or pass out. I forget who it was you said something about, but Corey was like,
Jack, my favorite, so this is on that note. Someone requests a cameo and they're like, can you say Jag is an undeserving Big Brother winner or like an illegitimate Big Brother winner? And I'm like, yes, I can.
Like, I'll do it for free. In fact, I'll pay you.
He said, I did it for free in the jury house. Like,
I think I need to get off this live because the chat is like, who is this lady? Who is Mel?
Oh, come on. It's Mel.
Mel is our friend.
Come on.
Who is Mel?
Mel, you can hang out. You can hang out. You don't have to get
I'm a
out.
random. I paid them.
No, the fourth member of the Unreliables.
Of the Unreliables.
I'm irrelevant. Like,
I'm fine. You guys, I can take it. I can dish it and take it. It's fine.
Hope so. Anyways, Jag, I got you something that I think is hopefully going to be a fixture of wherever you land in LA. Okay, it's a sign. Okay.
Wait,
What is it again?
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's
don't give it away.
I'm not going to give it away. I just got to tell America.
You guys, I was on Big Brother. I was the first one eliminated.
I like that. That's a better.
That is true.
What?
Yeah, you are the only one who has not been voted out of Big Brother.
That is
called.
Wow.
That's pretty
I am the MVP. I'm no one, you guys. I'm literally no one. I'm a social worker in Brooklyn.
You're not
Jag
no
has the
one,
most
Mel.
votes against of anyone in this call. A significant margin.
That is so true. And
By Bowie James. Get her on here.
I just want to say, Corey,
That's mean.
I never voted you out, man. And like that's the one thing right there I can truly say I never voted you out. So.
Jag. Did you just leak that you were the invisible HOH? Did it come out finally?
I cannot confirm or deny. That's a secret I'm gonna take with me to the grave.
Yeah, the amount of cutthroat you exhibited while pulling that move, despite the entire time being like, but I like Corey. I don't want to get rid of him. We could just get rid of Mama Fee. And then you're standing up there, chest puffed out, being like...
And then I started dancing for my veto.
And then, okay.
Jag was you were trolled really bad.
I felt so bad because
because right before the ceremony, you and Corey are talking, and I know we've already discussed this before, but whoever's in the chat that hasn't heard this, right before the veto ceremony, Jag and Corey are talking, putting up the awnings, and Jag's like, oh, it'd be funny if I put you guys up, right? Haha. I'm gonna take you on a blowback as a joke. And so Corey tells me, I'm like, and I'm like, oh, we're good. Like,
honestly, I fully deserve this because the worst thing I did in the house, like morally, Jag is getting evicted 10-0. I know this. Jag knows he's being saved at this point. And I'm sitting there dead ass studying for the HOH comp. I'm like asking him
You're
for his
studying
number.
there with me, and I'm like, this boy doesn't know I'm actually studying for this HOH job. And you're like, yeah, man. So how many spiders are there? And I'm like, oh boy.
Brother.
Wait, you knew that you were gonna that ruined that for me a little bit.
Wait, so Matt blabbed to you what, like hours before?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then my favorite stunt Jack tried to pull all season, he runs up to me after being saved and goes, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, I'm like, thank you, man. I don't know who did it, but shout out. And you're like, for a second, you're like, wait.
That probably would have been something that you didn't need to keep a secret about, unlike your invisible HOH.
Wait, Jack
I just
didn't
need to
that
keep a secret about my invisible HOH.
Yeah, I didn't even need to really watch the show. I learned everything on the live feeds.
That's
well,
true.
honestly, that's how we watch the show too. But like, it was so funny when Jag's telling me in America, or he told me that he was the invisible HOH before America. He already told Matt, but then he approached us in the bathroom and he's like, "Hey, Matt, guess what? I'm the invisible HOH." And Matt's like, "Dude, no way." We're like, bro, we know you told Matt. Like, what is this bullshit?
Not the night before, though.
Not the night before.
The
but
night
like,
of, I was like, oh, he must have told Matt, but we weren't
no,
sure.
America was like, it has to be Suri or Felicia because Jag would have told us.
Well, he did. He told everyone this. Like, okay, I have a question.
There's one
You
thing
did
about
tell everyone that
Jag,
they weren't going
all
up there.
about honesty and integrity. So there's no way he'd lie to us,
Jag,
right?
like, integrity.
But Jack, did you feel awkward? Like, were you like, this is gonna be really awkward because I have told everyone in this room that they're safe?
No, because I knew what move I was gonna make, and I was like, here's the thing. That was such a cool, a double backdoor blindside. I was like, wait, this is.
You
It
were
would have
so
been cooler.
forced
It would have been
into
cooler
it.
if they didn't know who did it.
No,
it's a blindside.
That's not the definition of a blindside. They didn't know they were gonna go up, and that was the point of
That was that, America. That was actually. I actually really liked you on the show. You were very cutthroat.
Why
That
was
was the one time I
I
felt
was
sad for
evicted
you.
this week. Why is this sad for America?
But he's a little schemer and he deserved it. How dare he? I'm just a helpless little girl who just didn't know how to keep her mouth shut. But Corey, he's the real brains
No,
behind
but like,
everything.
here's the thing: is how come both of you fought for your lives when you were on the block together, and I had the veto, and you guys were literally going after each other, like, use it on me, no, use it on me, and I was like.
So that
shouldn't you
probably so you thought that they would come to your side and go against each other.
no,
No, well,
not
I mean,
true.
'cause
I wanted to get off
They
the line.
truly wanted me to use it on them. There's.
Now here's what it was. This is the sneakiest shit I did in the house against you, and this I remember going to you and you're like, "Have you guys decided?" I'm like, "No, but America thinks you're gonna use it on me." So
No, I knew you'd use it on him. Like, it just makes sense because
I'm him.
he's him,
Yeah.
right? And y'all had that stupid
Well,
bullshit.
they made that. If you actually did this, it was dirty. But they made Corey look dirty in the edit. Like you're like crying in bed. They keep panning, keep crying in bed, and Corey's like walking. He's like, I'm not gonna campaign against you. And then they have him going around to like literally every person being like, want to play pool? So you know whatever I can do.
No, but it was
do it, baby.
like he wasn't campaigning against me. He's campaigning for himself,
Well,
and that
also,
makes sense.
If I was campaigning against America, everyone
Tell
in the house
yourself
was
that,
behind me.
America.
No, the thing was like I wanted him to campaign as hard as he could because I legitimately felt so bad that I put us in that situation that I wanted to go home. But I was like, okay, I can't campaign regardless of what he does.
Okay.
I knew he would be the target.
To be very clear, like, America, you did not put yourself in that situation. The moment Blue won, that was that.
No, I know. We've talked about this before. Very drunk. And so I feel better about that now. But also, the fact that that wasn't even the most embarrassing thing that I did in the house, like, or that happened to me in the house is insane.
What was
I was talking
most
to Matt
embarrassing?
yesterday about when I grittied up to the vote. And yeah, you didn't hear, but there were crickets in the audience.
Oh,
I was like, the hoes gonna love this. I was in the dressing room before the vote practicing.
Practicing how to gritty.
I put on my heels and practiced how to gritty, just like, so I wouldn't trip over because I thought it'd be super embarrassing if I tripped, in my heels. Little did I know the most embarrassing thing would like me coming out of the shadows up to the podium, just gritting, and all you hear are my shoes squeaking.
It was
The audience
so funny.
is
It
silent.
was funny.
Cerise over my shoulder, like, hell no.
Wait,
Like, oh,
no,
hell
that was
no.
so funny. We were told we couldn't say anything to you guys. like the audience was told we couldn't react when you guys came out, so we couldn't say anything. I thought it was hilarious.
It was so quiet, Jack.
Laughing.
So funny.
No, they were literally like, no, you guys can't say anything. Just let them walk. And we're like, bro.
Well, could you if they weren't going to jury?
Well, no, this was the final. This is the last
Finale night.
As we're voting.
as we're voting. And I remember I did it for like, it felt like it was like 10 seconds of me just gritting, and I look up and the podium is still 20 feet away. And I was
You're like, oh, this is hell.
I was like, help! But I can't stop. I gotta keep the bit going. So
You could have been that person from Canada that voted for the wrong person.
No, I was like, yeah, I could have. I checked several times to make sure. But you know what? What actually happened is I did mess up and I did vote for the wrong person in the end. So,
And I believe that because you were like, I'm about to cockadoodle vote for the slimiest snake. And I was like, I got this in the bag, baby.
the gritting didn't throw you off?
Not at all. I was like, that's just classic America having fun, grittying. And then she says, I'm going to cockadoodle vote for. I was like, all right, I got her vote.
America walks up.
You like being cockadoodle doom?
Wait, what was that?
You like being that? That was a good punishment.
I thought that was funny. I thought it was good.
He would have preferred the Terminator. We all know that.
Terminator is the ultimate. You know, I was like,
I told you, Jack. I was actually gonna say like, when I read my question, you know, like this question's for Jag. I was gonna be like, for the Terminator. I mean, Jag. But I should have. But I didn't know how.
Do you pick your questions, or they make you? You don't have to answer that. Actually.
No, I feel like I feel like CBS wouldn't have liked it. I feel like, you know, people would have been like, oh, that's so like a touching subject. But I'm like, that is so funny. But I already knew that I was gonna gritty, so I didn't want to like double down on the embarrassment, you know.
No, yeah, and you did though, and you know, I remember America's like, I'm gonna vote for Jag, and then she goes up there and like covers her key.
I was like, you might as well show everyone the key. Just show everyone, like, this is what it is.
Blue walks up there. She's like, I'm gonna vote for the person who won a lot of vetoes. I walk up.
She was like, I'm voting for the person that's not blonde. And I was like, bro, just say Matt's name next time.
That was so
like the blonde guy.
Yeah. Felicia's like, I don't know who I'm voting for. Places the key in.
Bro.
Come on, God.
She's like, come on, God. Chose a random key.
It was funny if Cam did the.
Oh, Jack.
Oh, he should have. Oh my God.
Thank you. With that, so I'm texting everyone for addresses to send the Christmas stuff, and I text Felicia, and Felicia's like, call me. I want to make sure this is actually Corey. I send her a video of me being like, "Hey Felicia, it's me. Like, I'm out right now, but like, hey, Merry Christmas." Then she calls me. She's like, "I want to make sure because this stuff can be faked."
Oh my God. No, that's good. That's good. That's cybersecurity right there.
She's the only one that did that. Everyone else just sent you their address.
Well, she
That's
was
actually
saying,
really smart.
She was saying several people have tried to get my address already. I'm like, no one's tried to get my address yet.
What? Yeah, I feel left out.
I know. And I mean, you know.
Somebody sent me like a letter, like to my home.
Something did show up in my mailbox.
Yeah.
Was it a nice letter?
They were nice, but you know.
That's like weird. If you're gonna send a nice letter, just I don't know, send a DM.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, everyone's getting mad at me. I'm gonna go and let you guys have a little reunion. But if you do have your outfit, you should wear it when you battle, because I think people will then come into your.
My cockadoodle Zoom outfit. It's at home. It's in OMAC.
Oh no.
I know.
It's so that's so unlucky. We're in OMAC right now.
Okay.
Blomac?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
All right. Anyway, this was really fun. I feel starstruck, but also you guys are really normal, so not really.
We're just normal people. Mel, thank you so much for helping us out. You're the best.
Have a good night. Sorry to everyone in the chat who wanted me to shut up. I'm sorry.
But nice to meet you.
Don't
Mel.
apologize. Mel, you're the best.
Mel, you're the best, Mel.
Bye, Jazz.
Okay.
Okay, now let's get off to fuck this guy.
Yeah, who are they, bro? What the? That was your cue to get the fuck out of here.
Are we interrupting the battle? Do you have like a big tournament coming up?
I do have a big tournament coming up.
All right, so tell us about it. Like, who's the big threats?
Everyone that I'm going against is a threat.
Oh no. But like, how many vetoes have they won?
Hey, and those are the real questions. You know, I'm gonna pull up and be like, hey, but if this was a veto though.
Jag, I love when people are like, Jag only beat senior citizens. I'm like, yeah, and the Olympian.
You're like, okay.
And the litigator of the Bernie Madoff trial.
Oh my god, that shit.
I found out today Bowie was the defense.
He's not lying, Jag.
Wait.
Well, I mean, she's a defense attorney, so I'm not certain, but I was like, damn, that's a tough case to argue.
That's so funny, dude. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
That's goofy. Were you just deep diving on that or what?
No, I watched Bowie's God 101 because Izzy's came out today and it was so funny. Oh my god. It's like, did you grow up with God? She's like,
We're still waiting for yours, Jag.
Hey, it'll happen here sometime in January.
oh, I can't wait.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
You want to practice?
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Jag. So many things to talk about. We have to catch up. But first, God. Jag, did you grow up with God?
He was my next door neighbor, actually.
Dude, Jag's gonna roll up to the TikTok battle against God.
Against God, I'm like, guys, come on, drop a glove right now. We gotta go crazy. Oh my god.
That's crazy. So there's a lot of threats in this tournament, right?
There are.
And like, do you get 2 lives in the battle, or is it like normal, like legitimate rules where you only have 1 life?
You know, Corey,
Is there
I'm
a
so
toxic
bitter
power?
about that. Huh?
I'm bitter only because I was 8 seconds away from winning it. That's the only reason I'm bitter. And I would have used it on you. I hope you know that.
Hey, you know what? I believe that. I believe it.
I think like I would have planned on not using it, but then I would have seen your eyes while we were studying before the vote. And I just...
People in the chat, liar. All caps, liar. Lies. Don't believe it.
Bro,
No, he's not a liar, okay? He's my friend. He's a truther.
The unreliables were already formed at that point. We were tight. We locked in a final 8 pact, which you did fulfill, so I appreciate that.
Hey, I did fulfill that. And you know what? The correct move for you to make would have been to not use it, because that's what fulfills the unreliable pact. And that would have been great. You know, the worst part of this is, like, I never got to see any goodbye messages. How were your guys's?
To you? It was like, mine was literally 18 inside jokes that they wouldn't have shown. It was like, Jag, you've been schooled. Class is out. I thought we had the votes.
Did you actually? No way.
For the Jag's goodbye message?
The professors?
Yeah. I was like, ding, ding, ding. That's the bell. You just got detention. It was pretty good.
Mine was like, oh my god, I can't wait for you to take me. I don't think Blomac existed then, but I was talking about OMAC, and I was like, I can't wait to go to OMAC and feel like that sweet, sweet nectar running down my throat or something like that. About the OMAC water, because we had talked about what OMAC water was, so I was like,
Oh my, wait, that's so, yeah. Damn, bro. That would have been so funny. I wonder if I'm allowed to go see them later.
They're not in that case of like 30 CDs that you got from CDs.
I didn't see any of that yet.
No.
That'd be so. If they have a little spoilers or goodbye messages, that would be so lit.
That would be cool. I mean, you'd have a lot of them for sure.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, you had a lot. I mean, what do you have? 12 votes cast against you, and then
12 against
5 votes cast for you.
12 votes cast against me. How many for me?
Well, I mean, I'm just talking about finale night. You had 8 cast for you with So overall, you're 13 and 12.
The ratio's not bad. Yeah.
You're positive. I'm negative. I didn't have any votes cast for me to win the game, so.
You know what? But I would have voted for you.
I believe that too, and mostly because I'm a guy. I don't think you would have voted for a woman in the end.
But
Matter of
I
principle.
can't even say anything. I'm not even gonna say anything.
It's right. It's right. He knows it's true. Jack, if it was me and Corey in the final two, who would you have voted
Oh,
for?
good question.
Whoever would have danced,
I would have
better
danced
in their
for
final
sure.
speech.
I would have danced for sure. I would have
Not
picked up
true.
my leg. I would have bent over on the chair.
I would have whipped out the Rubik's Cube.
You would have Rubik's Cube. Corey would have done that. God, wait, they didn't show the veto
I would
speeches.
have said,
and
Dad, we'll do a TikTok battle right after the show. I promise you. Just vote for me, please.
If you vote for me, we'll battle.
That's pretty good.
That's so funny.
We're gonna stay up all night watching your battles. So like, hopefully you stay in for a while.
Hey, you know me.
wanted to
We're
say
doing
that.
our thing. Wait, Casey wanted to say I have her join.
Hopefully you don't fall asleep during the battle and just.
Oh my god, dude.
It
Yeah, when I
happens.
tell you, it was do or die. Like, I knew when I was in the pressure cooker, I was like, all right, this is it. Like, this is it. Like, I need to win, otherwise Cam puts me up. I go home. And I just,
Which means you were wrong. You were safe that week.
I was
You were in
safe.
good shape. Yeah, you were never in trouble that week. And honestly, even the next week, you were chilling.
And what about you, America? Why did you decide to throw it? No, tell me, and also tell me about how you feel about getting so close to the record, but not getting it. I'd love to hear more about that.
Well, the thing is, you know, I've always been Team Cam. So I went in there knowing that I was going to throw it to him always. 'cause-
Yeah, she was always playing for second in the pressure cooker.
Right.
Just enough to deliver the win on
Once,
the silver platter.
yeah, once I
To
saw,
be clear,
saw-
we all knew this because Cam made it very clear about 2 seconds in. He said, all right, y'all can let go now or let go later. I'm going to win this thing. And we said, whatever, Cam, shut up. And then that's exactly what happened. And that's what pissed me off the most. I was like, damn it, dude, he was right.
king of manifestation. He made it happen. And you know what? You went in there and said, 2 seconds in, you said, I'm going to piss everywhere.
I said,
And you
I need to go to the bathroom. And
And that you did.
Jag said, I'm going to pee on Corey.
Corey, the fact that you're like, wait, what is this light mist? Oh, wow.
Jag said, HOH, old. Bold, peeing on Corey's feet.
Peeing right now. Golden showers. Heard of it? Right now, it's happening.
Pants down, cockadoodle head on.
Bro, that's the thing is I had my Cockadoodle Zoom hat still on, chicken costume at my ankles. What are we talking about? I'm a grown man like this, and I'm like, hand still on the buzzer or the button. That was just wild. That was wild.
Can you like affirm something? Because no one believes me. We all pissed in the Cockadoodle Zoom slime, right?
All right, you said what?
Right? We all peed during that competition.
You only peed? Wait a second.
What do you think when we were
wait,
clucking?
We were clucking and you only had to pee?
He was
See, I
clucking
have a
sitting.
winner's mentality. That's crazy.
I can't believe Jag.
Wait, so what you guys don't know is that the Cockadoodle Zoom costume, the first part of that was actually a strip tease, and that's why Corey was focusing on that part of the competition rather than collecting the eggs. That's why he was doing so well.
Can we talk about Jag cheating in Cockadoodle Zoom? I've had this on my chest for a long time.
All right.
The instructions are like, you cannot intentionally take off your clothes. Meanwhile, after the first lap, Jag's shoes, socks, shirt,
Hats off.
his
Shirt
pasties he took
off,
off.
dude.
Like, he had nothing on. He was naked going through there. He's like,
Less weight on me.
throws his shoe across.
He waxed his
Okay,
chest.
but don't pretend like you were doing the same exact thing, okay? Your ass was out showing everyone. America's the only one who wanted to see, and I was like, wow, this is absolutely wild. And I say she's the only one, but truly, the reason I'm mad is because I was like, how come he's putting on a show while I'm fighting for my life? Like, you should turn around, show everyone. This is equality, man.
No, it's so sad. So you also cheated in another way in this competition. Let's get into it. You also jumped in the slime before the thing started, and then you walk back out. So now all of a sudden you know what the slime is. Meanwhile, they go, go. I belly flop in. Meanwhile, you're like going over the gate, basically.
What I actually did, what they didn't show, is I just didn't go through the slime. I just walked around and was like, no, thank you. I'll just collect the egg and I'll walk around and put it back down.
Mr. Fantastic, like Luffy, like reaches across, grabs the egg, and just...
But I like your strategy where, we're going through this slime. You say the best way to get across is to belly flop in, roll around, and then strip naked.
Jack, he wasn't the only one with the strategy. If you look 2 rows over at Felicia's lane, she also.
She committed to the strategy, though. She committed. Y'all started to live there. You said, I pay rent here now. That's what you said. You signed the lease. You fully signed the lease on that.
With Baines Bros Realty.
Yeah, I was like, okay, right there. I ran over. I was like, all right, this is the perfect place for you. Right here. Sign here. You signed it. Done deal.
Jag, is it okay? Like, I don't want to step on your turf. Can I release my acoustic version of Bounce?
Hey. Release it right now. Hey, maybe we can collab.
Yeah? Oh, dude, I listened to the full thing yesterday for the first time in like months. You got bars, dude.
It's so good.
Holy.
Let's go, motherfuckers.
Let's go, motherfuckers.
Wait, I think America's the only one that...
Wait, America, I think you're the only one that has it.
Yeah, I do. Wrong me. I dare you.
Well, I don't know. She has Instagram subs on now. Now a lot of people have it.
Wait, no, like literally nobody else has it.
I don't have it.
He doesn't have it.
Yeah, I have it. We listen to it all the time. Not as often as we listen to Busted by DJ Bowie Jane or Naughty Boy, but
Jack, wait.
It's up there.
Can I ask you something? And if you can't say anything about it, just say that. Was Bowie Jane's song Naughty Boy about you?
Wait, better question. Have you heard the song Naughty Boy?
I'm gonna put it on right now.
I knew you had it. You gotta listen to it. Wait, you gotta watch the music video. It is so funny.
It's my favorite Bowie song by far.
She didn't get the rights to Cockadoodle Zooms, so she has a random bunny in the...
Naughty Boy. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good, Jag.
Wait, she released it and I have not seen this music video.
Oh, it's such a jam.
Wait, I gotta see this.
Wait, why have I heard this but not seen this?
Because it's about you.
When was this? 10 years ago.
Oh. You released it during week 4.
Wait. Wait a second. I'm gonna do a cover of this song. That's the next thing.
I love this shit. Oh, it's so good.
Wait, wow. Wait, she's really committing to this.
Oh, she's all out. She's going all out.
Oh, there you are.
The bunny. That bunny was in fact me.
Yes, it was.
That's the other twist, is Bowie and I actually knew each other. 10 years ago, I made this video with her, not knowing that she would be on Big Brother. And then I recognized her, and that's when I was like, you know what? We're going to go to the final 3 together.
You know how they met? Jag actually worked with Bernie Madoff. So he got his start in this whole space.
Man. Hey,
Oh, wait, we're looking for movers. He owns a truck company. What are we doing?
Oh, hello. Is your truck still running, Jag? I'm looking for a truck.
you think I have a moving company? Hey, honestly, we could probably arrange something. No, I'm just kidding. We got gas trucks. Wait, are you bringing all your stuff from Texas all the way to Nashville?
The lighting's awful. It's from from Brooklyn to Nashville.
That's
Sister distance.
Oh, is that not further?
Probably a little further.
I don't know. You're very south in Texas, though. I think
I'm very south in Texas, but yeah, it's like 14 hours. What you doing, like January 5th?
Well, okay, we don't want to ask you what you're doing January 6th.
What? Wait, what's happening January 6th?
Don't tell him. Chat, do not tell him.
Look up January 6th and just, yeah. What pops up if, I wonder.
January 6th. United States Capitol attack is what pops up. Is that what joke you're making? Bro, you're way too astute for me.
Sorry. I forget. You know, oh my god. So who do you think would win in a fight? Your substitute teacher students or Mimi's non-existent students?
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. I've been telling her me and my students would beat her in a fight any day. She was going wild. She was going
You
wild.
actually shout them out. You said you would give them a shout out during one of the votes.
Did I shout? I shouted them out when I was HOH and got a little video that we like. You get to record a little video that they
That is
post.
so funny.
Yeah.
Dude.
Sorry, America, you wouldn't know. Oh, Corey. Oh shit, you wouldn't. Oh my god, that was a quick HOH. My bad. Talking to the wrong people.
Well, you only won 2 HOHs
3.
on the record.
3.
Got him.
No.
Got him.
Oh, it's him. Confirmed.
No. No. It's because when Corey won that HOH, I was like, this is our win. That's why I said 3. There's no other time I won. I won 2 HOHs on the record.
Wait, which HOHs did you win? So you won the BB Comics, where you upstaged the fastest time a woman's ever gotten in BB Comics.
Oh,
You said that's my moment.
Yeah, you couldn't let me shine. And then he had the audacity to do push-ups before the competition.
That is not true. That is not true.
That is
I don't
true.
know what the fuck they showed.
Y'all know this.
You know
He
what
got
happened?
8 minutes and 30 seconds with the push-ups, with the 30-second push-ups.
So what happened is this is the real story. I started the time. I started doing push-ups till infinity. I got halfway through. I stopped, I drank water, came back, did more push-ups. Then I started the competition, put it on, walked around, took a nap, pressure cooker style, woke up, hit the buzzer, and it said 8 minutes, 30 seconds. I was like, oh, man, I don't know if I got this. That's what happened. That's the real story.
Yeah. And then
Wait,
Jag was-
America, you have the fastest time ever for a woman. That's dope.
And that's
Wait,
because I
you
was
and America are
distracted by all the
top beasts.
titties
What
that
the
I was
hell?
seeing.
Huh?
That's because I was distracted by all the titties and all the superhero women.
Bro, you snuck that in there out of nowhere.
I was talking to Corey today. We talk about this all the time. How they didn't make me busty. I have no cleavage. Everyone else got cleavage.
Wait, what was yours? Nightmerica?
Nightmerica. I got
I
no
actually-
cleavage.
so-
no ass.
I didn't understand. You said no ass. You were facing the. You couldn't. Anyway, I didn't understand Nightmerica until after the competition. I was like, what is Night America? That's what I thought it said. I
You
was like,
didn't get it. You didn't see the fangs? I'm a vampire.
no, I got it afterwards. I was just like, anyway, I was going so fast through it. You know what I mean?
still don't understand mine. I'm Albacore? Albacore?
Corey? Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck is that?
I get, like, there's a pun there, but, like, what are you making a
It's
pun
because of
of?
the school. They wanted to make the school like, oh, he's a student.
School of fish.
Haha.
Like, you got schooled or something?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. And
Oh.
mine was like, what I appreciate about mine is like there was a lot of thought and effort and energy they put into mine because it was really creative, right? I was like, you know, I feel like it could be the Turbinator, that would be cool. It could be the Milkman, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that they could work with here, and I was thankful that they went with Cockadoodle Zoom.
Iconic.
Well, I think that was them just predicting your time
Dude.
in BB Comics.
Did you see how it's like the same costume that Annalise had her season?
Yeah.
Right? So you haven't washed that suit, huh?
Not everything. They actually gave it to me dry cleaned, and I was so mad.
Yeah. Like, damn, I didn't get to
dare
sniff it
you.
one last time.
How dare you?
So sad. So sad. Jag, you were such an inspiration on this season. Like, I was like a player, but more so I felt like I was a viewer of Jag's win when I was there throughout the entire season. And I hope you know that, right? Like, as I was there voting to evict you that
Hey,
one time, and then
thank
voting
you.
for the other time.
I feel the same way about you, Corey. Like, I feel like as a player, incredible. As a viewer, like watching you be like, yo, you know, it's me, you, America, Matt till the end. I would be so stupid to not go to the end with you guys. And then you walk to every other house guest and you say, we gotta put them up. We gotta put them up immediately.
they all
And then
would
when
have.
I literally sat you down, Corey, and I was like, hey, Corey, why don't you never fucking do that again, buddy? I was like, you keep throwing our name under the bus. Let's stop that. And you were like,
Meanwhile, Jag is trying to convince Matt. Jag's like, Matt, we should go to the Final Four with America and Corey. And Matt's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? No. This is a
meanwhile,
bad idea."
I'm fighting for your fucking life, Corey, and you're walking around and you're like, hey, Mama Fee, how about a Final Four? Me, America, perhaps you, perhaps Mimi?
That was so stupid. And I kept asking him, why did you do this? Why? I remember like
Naughty, naughty, naughty boy.
Naughty, naughty
about
boy.
him. He was overcooking because I was like, why the fuck would we do this? Like, he's like, oh, in case they win a competition. And I was like, we're hoping for the slip and slide. We're thinking it's the slip and slide next.
You're like, we know it's the slip and slide next.
You know
what
it's the slip and slide. Why is this happening? And the crazy part about us going around being like, Matt and Jag gotta be targeted, is everyone took that and they were like, Jag, yes. Matt, nah. Both
No, because Matt is the king of the. They were like, Matt is the untouchable. They were like, Jag needs to go.
They're
Like,
like,
if we
Bo
get
James.
Jag out, that's how we get to Matt.
Well,
That was
yeah,
everyone's thing.
So we were saying like if anyone final 7 on one HOH outside of you and Matt and Bowie, I still think they would have put up like you and Bowie. Like I don't think
No.
Cherie's putting up Matt.
That would be
America
so
would put up
dumb.
No, Serena.
It would be dumb, but literally, I don't think they would have put up Matt. Yeah.
I don't think so. But,
And,
you know.
like,
Then you would have had a chance because Matt would have won the veto, taking you off, and it would have been like
No, Jag would've
No,
won.
I would have
Jag
won the
would've won.
veto, and then Matt
Right,
would have
right.
gone up.
not if it's a ball pit. Not if it's a ball pit comp.
Oh, you're right. If it's a ball pit, Matt would have won the veto.
Yeah, Jag's good at the vetoes. Matt's good at the ball pit vetoes. Blue's good at the whiteboard vetoes.
She's the only woman to win a veto this season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She
You're
put
the
that
only
on the video. I
Punjabi
saw
player
it.
to win a veto this season.
You said what?
You're the only Punjabi player to win a veto this season.
That's true.
That's true.
Only Punjabi Sikh guy named Jag to ever win a competition in Big Brother.
You're one of 3 good people to win a competition this season.
I'm saying, thank you that you're saying that, bro, because I have felt that.
He's been saying that. What do you mean? He's been saying that.
I've been
For months
saying,
now.
bro.
My favorite moment, Jag, the entire finale was Matt being like, I'm the first deaf player to play Big Brother. Like, I feel like I deserve this win. You going, I'm the first Sikh player to play Big Brother. I deserve this win. And I'm like, well, I'm fucked.
Either way.
There's no outcome here. I'm voting against somebody. Like, this is not.
You're like, you weren't voting for. I want it to be very clear to everyone else. Corey did not vote for the first Sikh player to win. He voted against the first deaf player. And you made a strong point about that to me afterwards, didn't you, Corey?
Wait. We got to tell you, have we told you the Universal story?
Oh, this is crazy.
We were at Universal and we were getting recognized a ton, whatever. This girl comes up. She's youngish, like teenager. She's like, oh my God, Corey in America from Big Brother. We're like, hi, how are you? She's like, I was rooting for Matt. And we're like, boo, boo.
Root for us.
Yeah, she's like, we're like, boo. And then she's like, oh, well, I'm deaf. So.
No.
We were like, she's like, oh my God, Matt's great. He overcame so much in the house. It's such a huge accomplishment to get to the end, but by then, like, damage was done. She just walked away. But
It reminds me of
Come back from that. That's wild.
It reminds me of the the cameo I get. It's like, hey, I'm Sikh and Punjabi. Jag was still my second favorite player.
That was crazy when you told me about that. I was like, come on, where's the love, guys? Like, oh, I'm Sikh, Punjabi, and Corey, I want a cameo from you, shouting me out. I'm like,
Say Jag's an illegitimate winner.
Say he's undeserving, worst winner of all time, top 5 disappointment, and you're like,
Legit, and I don't know if you feel this way, but I feel like because America and I voted for you to receive a life-changing amount of money, I feel when people pay me a cameo to say something bad about you, I will say an even worse thing.
you gotta go even. You gotta go overboard.
Free of charge.
Free of charge is the thing, man. You gotta do it.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, all they gotta do is hop on a live with us, and they'll hear you saying terrible things about me anyway.
Yeah, what's 2 against 1 here? If you bring Jazz on, and I gonna help.
Hey,
He wasn't in the house. He doesn't know the struggles we had to go through.
oh my God, yeah, like you guys laying on the hammock the whole time, me coming over. Honestly,
Making
it
out
was
during the competitions, me licking,
nibbling
Corey's
each other's ears, sucking each other's toes while I'm hanging on for an hour live.
Just sucking in general.
Okay, we're gonna hear this from the toes guy. That's what we called you in the house. We might
Hey,
have a
first of
toes
all,
guy.
tingers, all right? Put some respect on my name. You might have toes, okay, Corey? I have tingers.
It was
I'm a
so
grown
fucked up
man.
because during Superhero Trading Academy, I had to use my arms. You just gripped with your feet.
And that's what they didn't see. Like, I just gripped it with my feet. My arms were good. I was back like this. I was la 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 la.
It was so fucked up. In Cockadoodle Zoom, you just strided through like a fish. with
My
flippers.
toes were running for me.
Your toes have toes. You have 25 on each foot. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So, I had advantages. I'll say it.
Yeah.
But, I think that was my favorite part of the season is like me holding onto that rope for so long, just absolutely dying. I look over, you guys are whispering sweet nothings into each other's ears, literally licking each other's faces and ears. And I'm like, wow, like they are.
Jack. Here's my thing.
Meanwhile, Matt did not sit down the whole time. He's standing up and he's like, come on, focus, bro. He's like, mental. Every time I turn around, he's doing that. And I'm like, this is my squad.
Jack. I was trying to get in a good head state for the second veto. I was trying to rest up, okay? And I did pretty well. I didn't do a bad job.
I was just trying to get him to get relaxed,
If
you
you
know?
didn't throw the second veto, if you didn't choose to push the money away, we all could have been at the end together.
Yo, when I tell you, first of all, the fact that they had me hang on for that long and then right afterwards,
Right
I
after,
found out,
you had 45 minutes, brother. I was on that rope for 20 minutes. It wasn't that hard.
and that's why you left. You were like, you know what? This is light work. Let me hop off. Jag got this.
My trusted ally said I was safe for the week.
Hey, you were. At that time, you were. Had Blue not won the next veto. I was like, this is good. I win the first veto. I feel great about this because I have the rest of my squad going against, one person I think will be good.
And then I put 10 seconds on my board.
As if Matt wouldn't have won that veto and pushed for us to go.
Yeah.
I'm certain of it.
Yeah.
Because honestly, Jag, I will say, going out in 10th place on Cam's HOH would have sucked. So I do appreciate that. That was Jag's best move of the season. I don't even know if it was a good move for you, but it was
It all worked out, so every move ends up being a good move for me. But I'll tell you
I'm
what.
not giving you that. I'm not giving you that.
It works out.
You're getting
It works
put on
out.
the block. You go up to Cameron and you're like, sure. I'll do it. You're like, I just made a great new alliance, the 7 Deadly Sins. We're going to the end together.
Oh, yeah. And
These are-
guess what?
And America, she's untrustworthy.
Hey, you know what? Because and the best thing about this and you using this example is because Corey, you trusted me so much and you're like, you know what, I am gonna go to the end with this man.
I would have.
I believe that. I think the best part of the three of us hanging out all the time, and it was so awkward, is like America third wheeling. It was like,
No, I felt this, and you see all the videos, you've seen all the screenshots.
we saw
America whipped out the astrology chart today, and it does not look good for me in America. So, Jag.
Jag, what time were you born?
Well, okay, what does each thing entail? Let me strategically give the answer that I want to
You've
give.
never been about strategy. Shut up. What time were you born?
What competition can you win?
Okay, now that's
This is a security question for one of your accounts. Don't listen to them.
yeah. You guys are trying to get into my. Wait, 1 second. Where were you? What's your high school mascot?
Yeah.
What's your childhood pet name?
Get to know you a little bit more. You're right. I can't tell you any of this, but perhaps Corey, what time were you born? And next question, Corey. While you think about that, what perhaps is your credit card number? And then perhaps give me 3 random numbers that maybe could be found on the back of your card.
Can you at least admit that, and like we can be honest, it's way after the season now, that I would have destroyed you and Johnny Mac, Demented Dentist.
No, and the thing about it is, Corey, you would have beat me in every competition that I won. Period. End of sentence.
On to Jack of the competition.
Because the thing about you that people don't realize is you see Corey and everything about you, and you get to know Corey. Everything about you is comp beast, man. That's what it yells out to me. Comp beast. You gotta watch out for this guy. He's gonna beat me in every comp, and I thought that the whole time, and that's why it was so important to get you out, man.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, did you know this actually? So you know when you won Sweaty Scrimmage, you're like, Corey, I protected you. I got you, you know? Like, your ass was grass if you lost that. Like, you're the replacement of, and you're probably going home. Like, that was Jared's target, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, like, I found that out because I figured I was the backup target the whole time. Really, I was never that because Jared thought I couldn't win a competition ever, and he's right, whereas you could.
Yeah.
But I remember you were like pissed. You're like, dude, America and Corey can't win a competition to save their fucking life.
But however, I won that and then I used it on you, so I did save you. Because here's the wildest thing is the conversation we had where I was like, oh yeah, I used that, and you're like, you know what? I feel really good about even if you didn't use it, I think America would have gone home. My brother in Christ, Corey, I do not believe so.
No. If it was me and America on the block, I go home. But I'm saying, like, if it was if Cameron won, he would have taken off America. You would have gone up, and you would have gone home.
Oh, I mean, yeah. The moment I touched that block, I would have gone home. The issue is that
you couldn't. You were.
I beat Cameron.
Well, here's what pisses me off, Jack. I feel like, and I don't know if this is true. You could correct me. You were allowed to play in every HOH comp of the season somehow. Like it was a weird thing where like you'd win HOH and then you'd play in the next one and then you'd win that one and you'd play in the next one. It was like what?
Well, and that's funny that you mentioned that, Corey, because didn't you win that HOH? And then right after the next HOH, did you?
You're not allowed to
perhaps play, Corey. Jog my memory because you've always been the mastermind of the season and you know everything. But did you play? We Come in Pieces. Right after the double that you won. And also, mind you, I like how for that competition, everyone was like, you know what? America and Corey are really smart and they're gonna cook because America, first comp, day one, solved that puzzle so quick. It's in the bag. Corey, just the smartest guy we've ever met. They're gonna cook. And then I look over and you guys are like literally building Legos on the ground. Crisscross applesauce, tongue out.
I built like a chair to watch.
I was like, what is happening right now? I looked over and I was like,
again. And Jag, like, I don't mean to keep baiting you into this. Are you telling me that you won the final 8 HOH? because otherwise there'd be no problem with you playing in the final 7.
No. That's why I was confusing. I
remember asking Jag, like, Jag, what was your time in BB Comics? He's like 9:09.
9:09. And the best part is like, why did you guys even for a second believe that?
Okay, for the smallest second, because you were like, and Blue said she went 15:24. That's the worst time I've ever.
Impossible, I said.
You're like, I respect Blue too much of a person to ever think she could put up such an atrocious time. I'm like, okay.
And then everyone's like, and it worked.
Jag, don't act like you didn't get evicted 10-0 pre-jury. That actually is the reason why I didn't give a shit, because it was pre-jury. It's like week 4. Like, no one even was playing the game. It was fine, whatever. At that point, only Suri was playing. Like, I think the actual game started.
And the best thing is, like, because she played the game so well first half of the season. Not only did she evict her greatest ally, Haisam, who would have won everything and carried her to the end, she then went and made the next best move for her game, which is evict Red, who was so loyal to her. And that's why I'm like, say that, bro. She's a mastermind. Like, she was playing hard, and I respect that. All the time, I'll respect that.
The Suri fans are in your inbox.
Did he spit? Did he just say something?
Now you just said something.
Said something.
Look, Suri dominated the first half of the game. Corey dominated the next week of the game. And then Jag dominated the entire game after that. That's the way I view it.
No, I see that. I see that.
And me.
And America
And perhaps
was the star of the show.
The star of the show, baby. That's what I'm saying.
Using my womanly wiles to make it all the way to prestigious 6th place.
I would say that ultimately Bowie Jane dominated Zombie Week. Is that fair to say?
She did.
And Zombie Week, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That was
Honestly,
her week.
You could have gone into double eviction and then you would have been a zombie. You would have came back a second time. And then you still would have won. It would have been awesome.
Okay, Victor.
Wait, I should have. That actually would have been a better move. You should have evicted me, man.
Also, what blew my mind is, you know the competition with the shovel?
Yeah.
Why didn't they just like Kobe?
That's what, you know, if it was me versus Corey, you know, that's what it would have been. You know, just from the back, sinking threes, easy.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
That was my strategy. And
Wait. What was your strategy though? From up there, you're just like, oh, and Cam's balls just dropped.
Oh. Wait, yeah, because you were announcing it, and I was like, oh god.
I was the HOH of the week, despite having none of the HOH privileges. So they had me like go into the storage room, and there's an envelope. I'm so excited. I got an advantage. I open it up, and it's like, CBS has given you hot sauce.
And
I'm like,
and oxtail, one oxtail for all 11 of you. Even though it's week fucking 10, here's what.
Bro, I mean, at least you got something. Then whoever the invisible HOH is didn't even get anything that week.
Yeah, poor guy. I feel so bad for him.
Why do you say guy? Why do you assume that? That's kind of messed up.
Shut up.
Well, we know America got the fastest time in Big Brother history for a woman, and she wasn't the HOH.
Wait, that's wild. That is wild.
So,
America, you were going off though. What was your time?
shut up.
No, actually,
10:53.
10:53.
You know how long 3 minutes is, Jag? We can sit here in silence for 3
Jag
minutes,
did
and it's gonna
Cock-a-doodle
be the
Zoom in 3
longest
minutes.
fucking time in the world.
But the thing is, I recognized the difference between the comics the quickest. Then I just hit the buzzer and nothing happened. I was like, what?
And that's the same thing as like you recognize the pattern in Sweaty Scrimmage first, and you said done.
In Cock-a-doodle Zoom, I had the perfect strategy. It was just the execution. You know what pissed me off? Jack, can I complain for a second?
Sure.
And you can tell, like, I've moved on.
Absolutely. Haven't we all?
Double eviction veto, the first one. Matt thinks I'm throwing the competition because I didn't get one steak. I'm the only one who knew how to do the competition correctly. Meanwhile, you guys are just like
Relying on strength.
Did you not think about this at all? Was that like ever in your head, or were you just like, fuck it, let's just go?
So what I did is what you did, but just faster. When I ran back, I had the other ones, like the other stakes, already up. So one of them was already near my ledge. I ran back, came back, grabbed the other one, ran back, came back. I literally saw where it was, grabbed it, but by then Matt was just faster.
Yeah,
but
because
my
like
first, the place where I messed up on that is right at the beginning when I jumped in. I was like, I'm gonna just throw everything out, but it was not the style of like the second ball pit was that style, and this style was like they were like Orbeez, and I was like, I tried doing that, and I was like, I look so fucking stupid, and I was like, let me just like dig around for this.
What was crazy about it was like, I think when you and Matt, and even probably Jared, when you guys jumped in it, some of the shit came to the surface because you guys are just like bigger bodies, so like the fucking volume of it all. Meanwhile, like, I think I could still be looking and not find my third steak.
But for me, and this was an advantage, like I was looking at it with my hands and then my fingers grabbed two of them. And I said, and they just brought them up and I was like, oh, thank you. And I just kept looking and that was crazy, you know?
I actually found the third steak yesterday. I was going to the bathroom. It was crazy. I was like, this makes so much sense now.
You were just swimming around in there. That's what I love the most.
Yeah, it was exfoliating. Really was my goal of the whole thing. But Jag, honestly, if you had to create your dream pair for the Amazing Race from our cast, right? Doesn't have to be. It could be any two people. What's the dream team?
Any two people?
Mm-hmm.
Corey, Jag.
Corey and Jag. I think we.
Wait, is America still there? Did she leave? Oh, wait, America, give me the screen. America, give me the. Corey, can you only show her and close your ears for a second?
I got
America,
bounced. I'm about to
my
release
dream
it on
team-
Twitter. Say it again.
My dream team, America, would be America. Wait, Corey, look away real quick. America, Jag.
There you go. I just deleted the tweet.
Hey, Jag.
Corey, how you doing?
Jag, I think you and I should target America next time. What do you think? All right, I'm gonna give it to America.
America, this Corey guy, can't trust him.
We gotta go after him.
Absolutely. Are you? Absolutely. No questions asked. Oh, hey, Corey.
Jag, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm getting a little paranoid.
Paranoid about what happened?
Just, I don't know. Like, so I was thinking of our alliance name, right?
Right.
Right. Like, and like, I know you had the Minutemen with Matt, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So like, can I be another Minuteman? Can we be the Minutemen again? Can I be 3 Minutemen?
What was the Rat Pack alliance? Wait, 1 second. The 3-way. Wait, 1 second. Wait, y'all actually had an alliance called, what was it? The 3-way rats?
The 3-way rats, and they apparently it wasn't featured on the show for some reason.
It's weird because America, Matt, and I were such a dominant strategic trio in the game.
It was crazy because
We ran things.
talked about it in the DR all the time, and then I went in there and it was
3-way rats. Wait, okay. The 3-way rats, when did y'all make this team? Okay, because when y'all pulled me outside and you were like, all right, we are called the 3-way rats and we want it to be Jagman 3-way rats.
Yeah.
All like you two were laughing, Matt was laughing, and that's what I was like, wait, is this real? Ha ha ha. Because I was like, there's no way. I knew for a fact, this is what I knew. There's no way Matt and y'all are actually working that closely because just recently I was fighting for Corey's life and Matt was like, no. Let's send him home. I'm down. Hey. Crazy idea. Cam just pissed me. We evict Corey. And I was like, Matt, no, why? So I was like, all right, they're not that close. But I was like, this name, because I saw Matt's face. Matt can't lie. And so, huh?
Matt never told you about it?
well, let's TBH.
But he was like, yeah, it's a thing. And I was like, wait.
It was him cock blocking on the hammock, and so we're like, instead of cock blocking, why don't you just join? We'll be the 3-way. And they were like, no, that's too provocative. Let's do 3-way rats. And that's
3-way rats.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was made like a little bit after the Unreliables.
It was made during the 4th week, I think, because that's when we were hanging out on the hammock a lot, and people kept coming out. Matt would come out, Cam would come out, Bowie, Jane would come out.
But honestly, for us, we like the 3-way rats because we're like, the Unreliable is not going to work. Jag's about to get evicted. We need a new Jag.
You're right, and that was Matt.
We actually had, like, that was the one thing. The entire season, we're like, Jag hates us. Meanwhile, Matt likes us.
Did you actually think that throughout the season?
We both
Yes! Are you kidding? Well, not about you hating us.
we felt closer to you, but like, we were like, all right.
I was like, Jag's favorite player is Fessy. We just can't work with him at that capacity because it's a sinking ship.
Matt's favorite player is Tyler.
And you know what? You ended up Scottying us. So, yeah, you lived up to your name, to your favorite player's name.
Yeah, and then you lost just like Fessy.
You lost our votes.
Damn, dude. Why was that such a big deal? I was like, oh, Fessy was really funny when he did the recap of, like, everything that... When him and Haley did the recap of every way they messed up, and then Izzy was like, Fessie's the worst player ever, and I was like, no, he's funny.
That's me.
Like, 1 second, I'm offended.
How dare you?
That was so funny. Wait, me and Corey, did you see when America and I did a recap of us messing up?
Yes.
I haven't seen that anywhere actually.
I need to.
Maybe I'd heard about it.
But I told him about it because I was like, oh, it was so funny. Like, and I'm there being like, Jag, like, I don't think I had already told you or tried talking to you, I guess. Because this is when you were on the block week 4. And I was like, come on, go pitch to Cam that you don't want to go up or something like that. And you're like, but what do I say? And I was like, pitch another name. And you're like, but I don't want to do that. And I was like, there's 15 people left in this house. Like, there are so many people left. Pick one. Close your eyes and pick one.
Be like, that was like your strategy the whole time is like, just lie. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we can just lie, but like maybe we should think. And you're like, no, just lie. No matter what would happen, you're like, what if we just lied about it? And I'm like, you don't think these will catch up? And you're like, not if you lie more. And I was like, oh yeah.
Dating Alex Caruso on
Yep.
the Chicago Bulls?
Yep, she is. She's dating an NBA player.
What the fuck?
She's living the life.
That is crazy. He's so good. Good for Haley. That's an upgrade. Fessie's cool though. But Alex Caruso, goddamn.
Damn. That's so funny though.
How are you, Jag?
I'm good. How are you, Corey? I miss you.
I miss this. This is what it used to be.
This is literally. Why'd you pause it?
What are you wearing?
Hey, Jag.
Oh, hey, America. Oh, Corey. Oh, nothing to see here. Corey, what's up? You were like, no, but why were you so close to the screen, Jag?
Jag, it was so funny. So America comes to jury and she's like, I want to get in front of some things. The week you were gone, I did strategically flirt with Jag. I want to be very transparent about this.
Jag, and this is how I break
America,
things
you
to
did not flirt with me. What you said is, Jag, literally, fuck off. That's what you said. If that's your idea of flirting, come on now. Are you serious?
I'm talking about when after the fuck off, and then I came to you and I was like, Jag, I would never betray you. Please.
That's flirting? You call that flirting? And
I
then
said,
meanwhile, I'm
Jag,
like,
I said,
yes,
Jag,
you would.
I'm one storage room call away from making a second showmance, or like from creating the second
You guys
showmance. in the
shared
house.
drinks in the have-not room. It was
Was that you actually flirting? Because I was laughing. I was like, oh, it's so funny. Ha ha ha. Get her the fuck out of here.
Well, we've been looking
I'm like,
for
ugh.
that thing.
Corey misses her. Let's get her out. I did you a favor, Corey.
Jag, we've been looking for our third, specifically someone who would pay for everything.
What do you mean you've been looking? Like, have I not done enough? Am I not already... First of all, is America not the third? 1 second, rewind.
No, because we need a
Rewind.
sugar daddy. That's the third.
On God 101, Bowie said that you two spend every day together, so I feel like the fourth now.
You feel like... She said on God 101, we spent every day together?
Well, I think that was when you guys were in LA, like, because it was probably recorded weeks ago.
Yeah, and Bowie
Oh, okay,
wouldn't lie
that's
on
good.
God 101. That's not allowed.
She did what on God 101?
She couldn't lie.
God's
You're
watching. But seriously, though,
And I never lied in the house ever as well. I just want to say that.
Mm-mm. I believe it.
I believe it too. You didn't. Yeah. What is there to lie about? Your
That's
fucking
wrong.
company.
Yo, you all didn't hear what Jasu just said off to the side. I can't even repeat it right now, but I'll text y'all.
Justin,
That was-
say it.
No, I'll text y'all.
Okay.
That's crazy.
The Jag, man. Jag, did you like meeting the Survivor people? They're so nice, right?
They're actually hella nice. They're dope. I love them.
They were who's your, like, so we've been chilling, like, Austin. Have you been to Austin yet?
I love Austin. I'm gonna see him
Austin's the
in
best.
Chicago. I'm going to Chicago here in a few weeks.
That's awesome. No, we hung out in Nashville. We had dinner with him. We hung out with him in New Orleans. He's the nicest fucking guy.
So nice. And he actually told me that he met y'all. And Jake
Oh, I fucking love him.
and Brandon. Yeah, like literally we were hanging out with them. So nice, dude. So
Zach
nice.
told me he was playing which one's the Survivor and which one's a fan with you. Where he'd point to someone and say, "Do you think he was on the show, or he's a fan of the show?"
Me, fan, and they're like, that is a
That was a winner.
she is a legend, and I'm like, okay, well, you can be a fan and on the show.
Well, to be fair,
Okay? That would
we
be my
all did that.
argument.
We all did that night one when Suri was pouring champagne, and we're like, "Is that production?"
Literally. Dog, she talked about that later too, and I felt so bad. I was like, I just didn't know. I was like, I was just kind of doing what everyone else was doing because I was like, this person was not playing the comps with us unless I didn't notice, and now they're pouring champagne. Thank you. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, thank you so much.
Jack took the glass that she was pouring and said, "Thank you."
I said, thank you. How do you do? I said, thank you for casting me onto this show.
Yeah.
And that was the moment she decided she wanted me out.
Yeah.
Yes. And then Jag went and made a 12-person alliance. He's like, okay, so me and Riley are the core, and then me, Riley, and Blue are the bigger core, and then there's the 5-person core. Then we zoom out to 8, but I love Suri, and I love Izzy, so we gotta have
And we
them.
gotta include her son, so.
And Mama Fee. I mean, you can't have an alliance without Mama Fee. And honestly, I'm getting good vibes from Mimi. I'm gonna make a final 2 with her. Jag.
1 second. Don't talk about final 2s with Mimi, Corey. Wow, what's this about? Have you ever hit the writer's room lately?
Okay,
You want to talk about final 2s?
do final 2s count if one of the 2 people is not interested?
They count.
Ask Bowie.
Proceed. Now tell me more about this.
Give a shit about my final 2. I was trying to make it on day 3, and she was like, he's shady.
But did she tell you that she was down?
No, not really. It was kind of awkward. I was like, yo, you and me, right? She's like, I'm like, okay. It's kind of like with you, Jag. I remember approaching you being like, hey, Jag, like, I sleep in the same bed as America, and, like, I love her and stuff, but, like, you and me, bro.
Yeah, you said that, what, week 8?
Like, well, yeah, because, yeah, it was hard to tell,
that was so obvious. That was like when we were in the scary room. Is that when you...
Honestly, bro, I was willing to go to the final 2 with anyone at that point. I was like, fuck it. No, like, if anyone's willing to take me, I'll go. But literally no one. Not even America would have taken me.
No, I would have cut him.
And then lost.
And then lost at the final 2. He loves saying that.
Mm-hmm.
I hate how you don't believe in me. I would have won. I would have done my little
But
dance.
he's saying that you would have cut him and then lost at the final 2.
Jag, okay. America would have beaten Bowie and Felicia.
We go through this shit every single night, Jag.
I
Every
okay,
single night.
Okay, here's what's not fair though. Is like if you make it that far, you have a lot more game moves that you make to get there as well.
I guess my point is like,
I guess what Corey's saying is nobody voted for me because I'm a slut.
I would have voted for you.
I think Jag would have. I think you would have had me, Jag, and
And
like.
so, you think what?
I think she could have gotten me, you, and Bowie. I don't think she gets anyone else ever.
I would have voted for her for sure, and then you would have. I think, yeah, I guess Bowie would have. It depends, like, because you have to make other moves to make it to the end. You're not just gonna.
Person would have had a decent shot. What do you think? How do you think the America Red vote would have gone?
America versus Red at the very end.
Let's start counting the votes.
Who's in
Jag
the
would have
jury?
voted for Red.
Who's in the jury?
After their talk in the kitchen for 4 hours?
Oh. Their game talk in the kitchen
The game
at
talk.
like 1 p.m. prime time.
The worst part is like there's like nothing
And
happening.
Jag and Red were cooking.
And the fact that like in this talk, Red is essentially being like, hey man, my hands are tied. We can't really work together. And I'm like, perfect, because as are mine. Maybe in a couple of weeks.
You know what's happening in the HOH room in this moment? It's me, Izzy, Suri, Jared, Felicia, and Izzy's pointing to the TV being like, I'm telling you, Corey, they're all working together. Cameron, Red, Jag, Matt, Blue. I'm like, I can guarantee this conversation's not going well. I go downstairs to get like pizza rolls. I walk down there, and it's the most awkward conversation I ever had. I walk back upstairs, and they're like, see? It's them. They're the 5 deadly sins. I'm like, what?
The 5 deadly sins, man. Yo, that was, and the fact that we had this long ass conversation, and right afterward, Red gets put up. I'm like, what? What's the point of this conversation? You know what I mean?
America and I, we did like a stream where we watched the Humiliverse fight, and I think my favorite line of the whole thing was like, Suri was like, the 7 deadly sins was real, and I'm like, yeah, but all of you were targeting Jag. Maybe you can call it the 6 deadly sins.
Yeah, wait. That fight was so funny, man. Thank God. And I was so scared. Like, I'm in the shower. You come down. You go, I need you in the have not room now. I was like, I'm in deep trouble. I never should have worn that robe. I never should have worn those shades. I am in trouble. Grandpa Joe is going down.
We see you walking around. The fight's going on upstairs with Corey and Jared, and you're just walking around like
Oh my
aimlessly.
God.
You walk up and like look around, don't see anybody in the game room. You're so close to the have not room where the shit's blowing up, and you're like, nah, let me go back down. Doesn't concern me.
How dare they say thank Cameron for that chaotic week? Cameron is sitting in the living room, arms crossed, as everything is happening around him.
That was so wild.
Thank Jared, honestly. Jared's the one who should get the credit. Jared blew that shit up.
That was so. Somebody said, meanwhile, America's in the bathroom. Do 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 do.
Well, let's be honest. Because I was like, if I go up there, I'm not gonna make things any better for anybody. Because Felicia came down at the beginning and she's like, they're fighting upstairs. You should go. No. I said, absolutely not. I'm not gonna make things any better for Corey.
Look, when I went downstairs, I didn't go to get America. I went to get the Jag Man. He's who we need. He's the one who blew up this plan this morning, theoretically.
Yeah, he's the liar.
I'm the liar. But you know what? That's like the best resolution to any fight ever. I think it was like, it took 30 seconds from when I walked in and you're like, well, did you? I said, no. Did I? And Jared was like, no. And I was like, well.
You start doing the butt kicking machine, like, okay, yeah, I'm out.
Hey, see ya. After that, I just hung out there and just agreed with Jared every time he said something.
You guys made me feel so insecure. I walked out of the room being like, oh, I'm fucked. And then you pulled me aside. You're like, no, it's over. Yeah. Vote negative. I'm like, okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah.
My favorite part, and this part wasn't on the feeds, but like, remember we're all leaving the room and like, obviously Suri's really mad. She just like walks out, doesn't do the wheel, and then they're like, I'm so sorry, sir. It's like Gavin or something, like, so sorry, sir. Can you gotta spin the wheel. She walks back in, manually moves it to 1.
Boom.
And she was so funny.
That was, man, I like how the whole time Bowie's just talking about the votes. She did not care that every secret in the house is getting spilled. Everyone would be like, okay, well, what about this alliance? You're like, oh yeah, you want to talk about that? What about this alliance? And Bowie's like, okay, but who are we voting out? And we're like, we'll get there. We'll figure out who we're voting out. Like, trust me, Izzy is gone, okay? Let's talk about this other stuff first that is more important to the game. And she was just so traumatized from the blind side that she genuinely did not care.
Sorry, Jag. I want to get some input from the chat. Olivia says, the show's over. Y'all should move on and get a job. We're working right now. we're on the clock.
How much money have you made on this live, Jag? Because we're
rich.
We're rich.
We're working. We're doing our thing.
On the clock.
How dare you? I mean,
this is an interview that I'm having with Corey in America.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Jag 101.
Yeehaw. Yeah, no, honestly, I think Jag... I'm just, like... this might sound weird. You don't know this about me. I'm trying to get into realty.
Hey. I'll tell you what. If you want to get into realty, I can get Justo in here. But if you want to get into music, making covers, perhaps The Feeling Whitney by Post Malone.
Jag, you know my...
look at my cover that I posted on my page. This is me working, guys. I just dropped a cover. I've been in the stew. I've been cooking. Y'all thought it was over after Bounce? That's where it just started. Are you serious? Check out my cover.
Jag,
comment
you know my...
things that you think about me on that cover. And comment everything else that you've ever thought of, every thought you've had on the cover.
Cover busted by Bowie Jane.
Hey, that's the... I'm gonna do Naughty Boy.
Jag, you know my new stream idea for my next stream? It's going to be ranking all of Jag's jobs. It's gonna be a 2-hour stream. It's gonna be Special Olympics, substitute teacher, truck company, musician, influencer, TikTok live battler.
Mm-hmm. And what do you rank at the top right now?
Driver.
At the top right now, it's got to be musician, and depending on how tonight goes, TikTok battler.
That's the thing. The fact that you didn't put anything about Special Olympics in the top just shows your character, Corey. So what do you have to say to that?
Eric, you want to take this one?
He said, America can take the heat.
Yo, look, I'm a numbers guy. I have to imagine TikTok battles pay a lot better.
Yeah, that's crazy that all you care about is pay when you think about like best
Okay,
job or
mister,
ranking
I made
jobs.
700 and what is the number? $758,500.
Yep, that's the exact number.
Is that the number? Dude, I loved my favorite thing in the house is running around being like, "Hey guys, remember how Jag also already made $8,500? That's weird, right?" Like,
My favorite part is in the trick or treat luxury comp.
Oh,
At the
fuck
very
you.
beginning, I literally told everyone, I was like, feel free to take from mine. You don't have to give me anything. I've already won
You were
luxury
paying
comp.
your employees, like Cerise said. You made sure to keep your
I
employees
was
happy.
giving up that Jag juice, okay? I was like, hey, feel free to take from mine. Don't worry about it all. The fact that I still almost win that competition, and the only reason I lose is because Matt takes 2 pieces of candy from me at the end. I was like, y'all, this is wild. This is getting out of hand right now.
Jag didn't even care about the money. He just wanted the candy.
Dog.
He made a deal.
Because I knew, I was like, dude, if I win this luxury comp or something, like, people are gonna pull that little Corey stunt where they're like, hasn't he won all the luxury comps? Shouldn't we get him out? And I was like, I'm not gonna risk that, you know?
Not subtle comments. I'm like, you know what's crazy? Matt hasn't been nominated. What's that about?
I see it all the time. You know how much that worked against you? So many people, like, literally, Matt would come to me upset, or Bowie, or whoever, like, they'd be like, Corey made this comment in the living room, and I was like, did he? Was it a joke? I was like, who all was there, perhaps?
Gotta keep them on
Like,
their toes,
everybody.
Jack.
And I was like, oh, Corey, what are we gonna do with Corey, man? Like, literally, everyone was like, it was wild, man.
Yeah, and look, you gotta keep them on their toes. You gotta keep them honest. And I think that was my role in the house, you know? And honestly, if Blue didn't win that veto, I would have been in the final 7. Then I would have lost the HOH to Jag, lost the veto to Jag, and been evicted. So, you know what?
Hey,
Would have been good. I would have got a worse bedroom in the jury house.
that's actually true, and that's why at the end of all of this, like, I've had your back, Corey. There's a reason you go to jury, which I don't vote you out, by the way. There's a reason I think it's so important that America joins you right afterwards. I think,
You went to the diary room during the votes. What do you mean you didn't vote me out?
I didn't vote you out. I didn't vote for you to leave. Is America still here? Just make sure she didn't hear that.
Well, Jags, honestly, do you think my last second pitch on the couch could have worked in another, like,
I thought that was gonna work for a second. I was like, wait a minute.
it was kind of genius.
I kind of
Your last second pitch. What was it that you said?
I said,
Vote.
if anyone is the sole vote to keep me, you've got my vote in the end.
That was wild because you said that, and I looked around and I said, I swear to God, everybody.
okay, no, I saw Bowie's like gears like
And then
Like,
it gets down to the final
turning.
3, and Bowie's like, actually, never mind. I'm good. Jag, you got this, king.
Hey, no, Bowie's a real one for that.
Legit, that's crazy.
That's
Find yourself an ally like Bowie Jane in life.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's shout out to her.
Yeah, how'd your game change for the, I'm gonna say the better.
Dude, when she because y'all didn't know what she was gonna ask at all, right?
No, I mean she didn't even know. I don't think she we didn't see her until she came out on the stage.
Oh, wait. So you didn't know who was evicted, or wait, you did or didn't know until she came out?
Yeah, they were like, and you're the final juror. Bowie walks out.
So did you know who had won the HOH or anything?
We knew who was in part 3, so we knew it was you versus Matt. And at that point, we thought we were hoping either of you would cut each other, especially because we kind of knew that you would win if it was you and Matt, and we were just kind of hoping like
Matt cuts me or I cut Matt?
Well, first of all, I thought you would maybe not cut Matt because you'd think you'd beat him anyways. And in that case, it's like, who cares? But finding out that you didn't cut him and you thought you were gonna lose, I was like, bro. But like I think for us, like I think Felicia said, if either of them don't cut each other, I'm voting for the other one. You know, because obviously both you would have beaten Bowie 7-0. Or maybe 6-1 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, the thing is, you always had, I think, Cameron was always going to vote for you. Blue was always going to vote for you. I was almost always going to vote for you, and I think America was too. So, like, it didn't really matter, but I think Matt just thought he would have my vote guaranteed because I kind of told him that.
You did?
Well, I left the house saying he was the best player because I thought that.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
You were saying that, and I was like, cool. Because that's the context that, like, I had no idea. Like, I didn't know if I had your vote. I didn't know if I had America's vote or anyone else's vote other than I was relying on Cam and Blue. I was like, that's 2 votes potentially.
Because you were never having Surrey's vote. You were never having Felicia's vote, really. And, like, I don't know. I feel like the thing is about jury that you'll never understand because, you know, you win a lot of competitions. You kind of I had so much time to chill out in jury and like not, because even when I left the house, I was not bitter. I think America was most bitter against Bowie, but even then she wasn't bitter by the time we were voting.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how, like, the only people who were really, I think, bitter towards the end were like Surrey and Felicia, and that makes sense because they were voted out like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
But like Cameron was literally in the jury house being like, Jag is the best player in Big Brother history. Like, he dominated the game from day one. I'm like, this is not true. Like, I'm gonna vote for him to win, and this is not true. Like, he's like, Matt is a puppy dog. He just follows Jag around.
I fought for my life, bro.
And he almost got me to vote for Matt.
Bro, shout out to Cam because here's the thing, like, when we were in the fugitives with Cam, like me, Matt, and Cam, Cam and I worked so closely together, like talked about everything in the house. So I was like, he's the one person in this game that like I've actually talked about everything, like all strategy, everything with.
Except for the targeting Cam part of it.
Except for what?
The targeting Cameron part of your strategy.
Other than that, but like everything, like in terms of like laying everything out and like having in-depth conversations about that, I was like, all right, cool. Like, Cam understands like why I'm making certain moves. So I was like, so that was the one thing I was relying on, that Cam actually makes that move and like votes for me, because he saw like in the room where like I'm fighting for you to stay, and it's a conversation. 98% is between like me and Cam, like going back and forth, and then Matt is like.
That's what Cam was right about, like, and I still think this. I think, like, in terms of who's better at navigating the house and, like, being good socially with everyone, like, I think Matt was probably the best in the season. But when it came to actually, like, making decisions and shit, I feel like Matt was so, like, conflict averse. Like, he didn't want to ever be, like, out in front of something and be the one to make a move. Whereas for you, like, the whole reason why I thought Matt was a better player than you, and even today, I think, like, I'd bet on Matt before you. It's like a safer bet. But, like, you got to the end. The whole point was there's no way Jag's going to get to the end. Everyone's targeting him. You know what I mean? And then
that's true.
It's like, well, fuck.
I mean, it's a different strategy, right? Like, for me, it's like how you want to play. Like, for instance, it's easy to, like, Matt would say, like, what other people want to hear every time. Like, someone comes to him, they're like, hey, we need to get this person out. He's like, I agree, cool. I wouldn't do that because one of those times it was like, hey, let's just put Cory and America up straight up. And then I did that later. But I was like, no. I was like, nah, we shouldn't do that. And like, so it's like someone has to stand up and be like, yo, this is not the move that needs to be made. And
you're like, when I made the genius move to put up Cory and America, there was like 3 people in the entire house you could nominate. like they were like, okay, so at that point, so you weren't nominating Matt. Blue was immune. You were immune. Felicia had the veto used on her. So I guess it was between me, America, and Felicia were the three people.
Sari.
Sari was on the. No, because you nominated Felicia and Blue. You're right. You're right. So
Yeah,
Blue
so
was me.
Sari, you, America, and I could have not used it on Felicia as well. So those are the only people that could have.
Do you ever talk about the game? Because I haven't talked about it in weeks.
Not that in depth. Like I feel like us talking about it right now is like more in depth than I have in general.
Only with like.
Have you watched the show yet?
No, have you?
I watched up to week 5, and it's very interesting because like the entire first half of the season, edit wise, is the Suri show, which is honestly kind of true to how the season was working out. But like I'm very like it's weird because they have to like catch up on stuff. So like when they're showing the whole like us flipping on Izzy thing, they then have to like remind us like, oh, I know we didn't show anything about this, but Corey and Jag have a relationship. And like when America's making a deal in the pressure cooker to protect me, they're like, by the way, America and Corey are a duo. And it's never been on the show up to that point.
What?
Because
that's
it's edited in real
wild.
time, they have to like guess what's going to be important.
Yeah, that's true.
for them-
They are playing a guessing game, which makes it tough.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
it's
super hard.
tough.
And like they literally were like, okay, the Professors is the majority alliance. Meanwhile, the Professors exploded week like 2.
Well, I mean, so did Family Style.
Family Style blew up day
It
4.
never existed.
It blew up 2 different ways too.
How?
Well, I mean, Cameron and Jared.
Oh yeah.
My favorite was after that you trying to go to Suri like 5 times and make Family Style again with Suri. You're like, Suri, how about like what if we worked? I don't know, like you and me, obviously. Like I like you, Suri. Blue, I like Matt. Even Corey, I think he's chill. America seems nice. Jared's a good guy, I'll tell you that much. And Suri's sitting there knowing all of Family Style and being like, you're like, Riley. I didn't mean to forget Riley. Of course, Riley. Which, I mean, to be fair, like, obviously none of us could have known about the Suri Jared stuff, but like, that shit was so much better.
Brother on Survivor or something?
Huh?
Shouldn't he have known? Wasn't his brother on
Well, yeah. Corey,
Oh, here we go.
I hear you have. I don't want to expose your secret or anything because I know this is a big one. I hear you have a brother, perhaps, who was on Survivor. And I don't want to blow up your game or anything. I heard he was on Survivor, and then Sari happened to be on Survivor. It's just like all the people that should know Sari and Jared might be related, and maybe you advance your game by knowing that really important piece of information. What do you think about that? Who's top of that list that maybe should know?
Well, Izzy, first of all, and she did know, right? Blue knew because Jared told her, right? For me, I just didn't think it was a possibility, right? Because, there was no other relatives in the game, right? And like I watched Survivor and I watched Suri's season and I watched Suri's family visit where Jared was there, but it was like a 5-minute segment 8 years ago. So like that's what pissed me off the most. People were like, you should have known. I'm like, no one would have. Like Izzy knew from I think Suri's social media. I think.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like she didn't know from Survivor, right? But legit, that shit was so crazy, and like it makes so much sense, obviously in retrospect. But aren't you the guy whose brother is going to be on Survivor?
Yeah. Jazz is gonna be on Survivor.
Okay, honestly, Jag. Here's my question: Jazz is on Big Brother 25, let's say, hypothetically.
Yeah.
Does he work with the same people? You think?
He works with. This is who he works with. Kirsten.
Okay, I see that.
Hisam. Riley.
Okay.
Red. Who was evicted after Red?
Izzy
Izzy. And then Jared.
and Jared. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think if you had to play again, you would work with Blue, Riley, Jared, Suri, Izzy, Matt, Felicia.
Keep going.
I think that's your group. That would have been a strong 7-person core to carry you through the game.
Honestly, if you could play the game again, who would you work with?
America.
Who would Zach work with? Tell me that.
Zach, I think would have. I think he would have been a Jag man, honestly. I think so.
I love Zach, man.
I think he would have been a Jag man. It would have been you or Heisen. Someone to carry him through the game. Would you have betrayed my brother in the same way you betrayed me?
You know what? I think your brother probably would have carried his weight. So, I think your brother actually would have been really good at guessing a number and writing it down when it mattered the most.
Jack, it wasn't guessing a number. It was you not hanging on. I'm ready for you to take some responsibility. Because ultimately, let's be real. If you hung on for another 15 seconds, you wouldn't have to be on TikTok live right now.
No, and here's the other thing about it, Corey, is like, if you only hung on for maybe 2 hours more, then you wouldn't have to be here either.
Jack,
and that's
people are like, Corey America, you shouldn't have thrown that competition. I'm like, I could do it right now, and I would last another hour short of you. Like, if I knew I was being evicted if I fell off that rope, I would still lose to you and Blue by an hour. That shit, like, I don't think people understood. And I wonder, so for you, were you able to wrap all the way around the rope?
What do you mean wrap all the rope is right here. You can put your arm around.
No, but like, because of the chest plates we had to wear, like, it like locked the, do you know what I mean? Like, it kind of like locked here and here. You were able to like fully wrap around. Were you able to?
Like this? I would do this, and I was hanging on to, like, you know, the chest plate like this, and I would hold on to my chest plate like that.
Yeah, I did that, yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't.
When did you guys find out you could like stabilize yourself with the spinning?
When did I find out that I could stabilize myself?
Because none of us were doing that, and then it was just you and Blue when you guys were doing it.
When I got spun, and I realized, like, if I fall off, it will be because I get spun. Like, that made it so much harder. So I was like, all right, it doesn't matter. I'll hang on with one hand and stop it with the other hand, because I'll have a better shot of winning this comp than I will if I hold on with both and I get spun. So I just like held on and just like started doing that, and that was that. I don't know how long in that was. You think I was paying attention to the number of time or number of minutes?
I was just hopelessly in love. You know, I was on a date.
Yeah, I like looked over, and you and America were starting a family, and I.
That was one of America's cameos. They're like, "What were you doing in the grass?" She's like, "Sex." Unprotected. What do you mean?
Oh my god.
That's what you were guessing with the whiteboard.
That was such a wild. Man, I hated that comp, man.
They edited on the clothes. Yeah, that was her quote.
They edited the clothes?
Magic.
That's so funny.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Jag, I'm gonna let you go. America hasn't been here for like 20 minutes.
I thought she was still hanging out there.
No, she's so gone. But as always, are you coming to Nashville at some point, or are we gonna have to come to LA?
I do want to come to Nashville, and both. The answer is
I know
both.
Bowie said she was coming to Nashville, so that'd be fun.
I want to pull up at some point. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Both.
Yeah.
The answer is both. The answer is both. You got to pull up to LA, and I got to pull up to Nashville.
100%, dude. It was super nice talking to you as always, buddy.
Yeah, we're gonna drop an original track together. The Unreliables track.
The Unreliables track? I don't know, man. Can I just drop a verse on Bounce? It's kind of my dream.
We could do a remix of Bounce or something.
It's like Bowie's Spotify. Like, it's funny because I think for some reason Bowie's only uploaded like Busted to Spotify. So like if you look up Bowie Jane there, it's like 9 Busted remixes.
So like yesterday during America's Live, we were just playing all of them shuffled. It was crazy.
Wait, let me see.
How's that popcorn chicken?
Wait, you're right. Busted SWAT remix, Busted Bondi House remix, Busted Instrumental, Busted Cube Guys, something, Busted Star Bond, Bondi Club, Bondi remix, Glow Vibes, and just Bondi remix.
Yeah, Cube Boy is my favorite, but
Which one do you think is the best one? I need you to rank all of these remixes.
Tier list. That'll be our collab. You'll get on my Twitch. We'll rank Bowie Jane busted remixes.
Hey, that's wild.
That'd be crazy. But I'm seriously gonna let you go, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. I'll catch you.
Bye, Corey.
See ya,
Bye,
Corey.
bye, Jazz.
Yeah.